of Standard 10. Today we are going to begin a new chapter in Maths 2, chapter number 2, Pythagoras theorem. When we think about Pythagoras, the one thing that comes in our mind is right angle triangle and a formula, that is hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. I hope when I said this formula, this recollected all the things. So I have a triangle here, triangle PQR. Okay, it's a right angle triangle where Q is 90 degree. The hypotenuse is PR is the hypotenuse. Here, segment QS is perpendicular to hypotenuse side PR. According to the similarity and right angle triangle, the right angle triangle in the figure are similar to one another. So we have how many right angle triangle in this figure? We have a right angle triangle called triangle PQR, triangle PSQ and triangle QSR. These three triangles are similar to each other. Nextly, we will learn theorem of geometric mean. This also we have learned in standard 9th itself. Okay. In the above figure, we know that triangle PSQ. Where is triangle PSQ? PSQ and triangle QSR. Both the triangles are similar. If both the triangles are similar, according to the theorem of geometric mean, we can write QS square is equal to PS multiply SR. QS square is equal to PS multiply SR. Okay, where QS is the geometric mean and PS and SR. Now let us see what is Pythagoras theorem. In a right angle triangle, the squares of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. The formula which I said in the beginning of the lesson, that is hypotenuse square is equal to one side square plus other side square. Converse of Pythagoras theorem. In a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, then the triangle is a right angled triangle. Okay, this is converse. When sides, okay, the squares of one side is equal to the squares of the remaining two sides, sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, then the triangle is called as a right angled triangle. Let us remember one more very useful property, that is, in a right angle triangle, if one of the side is half of the hypotenuse, then the angle opposite to that side is 30 degree. This property is the converse of 30, 60, 90 theorem. Now let us learn an important property of 30, 60, 90, that is 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle. If acute angles of a right angle triangle are 30 and 60, then the side opposite 30 degree angle is half of the hypotenuse, that is side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse, and the side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. The another property of 45, 45, 90. If the acute angle of a right angle triangles are 45 and 45, then each of the perpendicular side is 1 upon root 2 times the hypotenuse. In a simple terms, if I say In a 30, 60, 90 degree, 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, side opposite to 30 degree is equal to half times of hypotenuse. In 30, 60, 90 triangle, side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 times of hypotenuse. In 45, 45, 90 right angle triangle, side opposite to 45 degree is root 1 upon root 2 times of the hypotenuse. Keep this in mind. This will be very useful in solving the sums. Keep this in mind. Let us solve the practice set 2.1. Identify. Question number 1. Identify with reason which of the following are Pythagoras triplet. There are some questions are given, some numbers are given, that is 3, 5, 4. We have to find whether the given value is a Pythagoras triplet. When do we say it is a Pythagoras triplet? The square of the largest number is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two. Then only we can say it is a Pythagoras triplet. Square of the largest number. What is the largest number in the question number 1? 5. What is the 5 square, children? 5 square is 25. Is means equal to. Is equal to the sum of. Sum means what? Addition of the squares of the other two numbers. What is the other two number? 3 and 4. The square of 3 is 9. The square of 4 is 16. If I do the addition, what do we will get? 25. So 25 equal to 25. It is equal. Then the question number 1 is what? Pythagoras triplet. I hope you all have understood. I will show you the method how to solve. Question number 1. Okay. The biggest number is what? 5. So 5 square is 25. Three square, the smallest number is 3 square, 4 square. The addition of 3 square and 4 square is 9 plus 16, that is 25. Both the numbers are equal. Therefore, 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. So we will write like this. The square of the largest number is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two numbers. Therefore, 3, 5, 4 is a Pythagoras triplet. Okay, one more sum. Question number 5. Here we have the biggest numbers 27. So 27 square is 729. The 729. The other two numbers square. Addition of the other two, the sum of the squares of the other two number, that is 10 square plus 24 square. Where do we get this? Is with this number we got it from the question. Okay, so 100 plus 576. So we got, when we do the addition, 676. Do we get equal value? 729 and 676 are equal? No, it is not equal. So we will write like this. 27 square is not equal to 10 square plus 24 square. Therefore, the square of the largest number is not equal to the sum of the squares of the other two number. Therefore, 10, 27, 10, 24, 27 is not a Pythagoras triplet. Question number 2. In the adjoining figure, angle MNP is 90 degree. Where is MNP is 90 degree. NQ, this is NQ, right? NQ is perpendicular to MP, where MQ is equal to 9. MQ is equal to 9 and QP is equal to 4. Find NQ. Find NQ. I hope you all have understood the question. So which property we will use? geometric mean. Okay. Solution. So don't forget to write given to find before solving the sum. In triangle MNP, angle MNP is equal to 90 degree given. Segment NQ is perpendicular to segment MP, that is also given. So we know the theorem of geometric mean, that is NQ square. NQ square is equal to MQ multiply QP. NQ, okay, MQ value is 9, QP value is 4. I have written the value. You have to put the value and squaring both the side. So when I put a square root, 9 square is 3 and 4 square is 9 square root is 3, 4 square root is 2. So NQ value is 6 units. Question number 4. See the adjoining figure. Find P, RP. Where is RP? RP. PS. Where is PS? PS. Using the given information in the given triangle PPSR. What is the given information in triangle PSR? So in triangle PSR, we can see angle S is 90 degree and angle P is 30 degree. If angle S is 90 and P is 30 degree, therefore the remaining angle R will be 60 degree. Therefore this triangle will become a 30, 60, 90 triangle. According to the 30, 60, 90 triangle theorem, we can easily find, dear children, the value of RP and PS. Let us solve. In triangle PSR, angle S is equal to 90 degree, angle P is 30 degree, angle R is equal to 60 degree, remaining angle of a triangle. Therefore, triangle PSR is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, the side opposite to 30 degree. What is the side opposite to 30 degree? Is SR. So, SR or RS is equal to half of hypotenuse. Half of hypotenuse is RP. That's why it is written as RS is equal to half RP. So, RS value is 6 is equal to half multiply RP. Therefore, RP is equal to 6 multiply 2, that is 12 units. Now, side opposite to 60 degree. This is 60 degree, right? Side opposite to 60 degree is SP, that is PS is equal to root 3 upon 2 into hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is RP. That is equal to root 3 upon 2. Just now we have found RP value is 12. So, 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are, I will calculate and so. Root 3 upon 2 multiply by 12. 2 ones are 2, 6 are. So, we have 6 root 3 as an answer. I hope you all have understood. Question number 6. Find the side and the perimeter of a square whose diagonal is 10 centimeter. Okay, we have to draw a square. So, I have drawn a square ABC whose diagonal is how much? 10 centimeter. I have to find the values of the side of a square. What is the first property of a square? The first property of the square is all sides of the triangle, all sides of a square are equal. So, if we find any one side also, we can easily find the remaining side because in square all sides are equal. So, I have taken, let triangle ABC is the given square. ABC is a given square. Diagonal AC is equal to 10 centimeter. Let the side square be x centimeter. So I am considering the side be x centimeter. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. Why B is 90 degree? Angle of a square. So I am going to write a Pythagoras theorem, that is AC square. AC is hypotenuse. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC is 10, value is 10, so 10 square is equal to x square. Why I have written x square? Because AB and BC are the sides of the square, and I have considered side B x. So 100 is equal to 2x square. X square is equal to 100 divided by 2. 2 ones are 250s are 100 divided by 2. 2 ones are 250s are, therefore x square is equal to 50, taking square root on both the side. So the 50 can be written as 50, square root of 50 can be written as 25 multiplied 2. 25 square root is 5 and the square root of 2 is 2. Therefore our answer is 5 root 2. I want to find the perimeter of a square. Perimeter of a square formula is 4 multiply side. That is 4 multiply side value is 5 root 2. 4 5s are 20. 20 root 2 centimeter. I hope you all have understood, dear children. Question number 9. In the adjoining figure, M is the midpoint of side QR. I have a side QR here where M is the midpoint. Angle PRQ is equal to 90 degree. Prove that PQ, where is PQ? PQ square is equal to 4 times of PM. 4 times of PM minus 3PR. Minus 3PR square. Again, what we have to prove? PQ square is equal to 4 times of PM square minus 3 times of PR square. Let us solve. In triangle PQR, angle R is 90 degree. According to the Pythagoras theorem, PQ square is equal to PR square plus RQ square. Okay. RM is equal to half of QR. RM is equal to half of QR. Why I have written like this? Because M is the midpoint of RQ according to the given. So when I bring 2 this side, so 2RM is equal to QR. This will become statement number 2. So in place of QR in the statement number 1, I will replace it 2RM. So PQ square is equal to PR square plus 2RM. Where do we get 2RM? From statement number 2. Where do we get this whole statement? From statement number 1. PQ square is equal to PR square plus 2 square is 4 and RM square. This will become statement number 3. So now let us take triangle PRM. PRM. So here R is 90 degree. So here I am going to apply Pythagoras theorem. PM square is equal to PR square plus RM square. Okay, Pythagoras theorem teacher has written here. So I will bring PR to the left hand side. When I bring PR to the left hand side, so this statement will become RM square is equal to PM square minus PR square. This is statement number 4. from statement number 3 and 4. Statement number 3, this is statement number 3, and last is statement number 4. PQ square is equal to PR plus 4 PM minus PM square minus PR square. PQ square is equal to PR plus 4 PM square. I have multiplied 4 inside, okay. 4 PM square minus 4 PR square. Here, if we PR here, 4 PM square, that is PQ square is equal to 4 PM square. Then I am going to subtract 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is 3. 3 PR square. Going to subtract this 2. When I subtract, I'll get minus 3 PR square. This we have to prove. This will proved. Question number 10. Walls of two buildings on either sides of a street are parallel to each other. A ladder 5.8 meter long is placed on the street such that its top just reaches the window of a building at a length of 4 centimeter. On turning the ladder over to the other side of the street, its top reaches the window of the other building at a height 4.2 meter. Find the width of the street. So for that we have to draw a diagram here. Okay, so in that we have to assume few things. We have to consider, let AC and CE represent the ladder of length 5.8 meter and AE represent the window of the building of opposite side of the street. BD is the width of the street. AB is equal to 4 centimeter and ED is equal to 4.2 centimeter. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree given. AC square, this is Pythagoras theorem, this triangle, okay, ABC. Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So we know the value, substitute and put a square. 5.8 square, children, make a correction here. The 2 which is placed after every number is a square. 5.8 square is equal to 4 square plus BC square. 5.8 square minus, when I bring 4.2 from the right hand side to the left hand side, it becomes minus 4 square is equal to B square. We can solve like this. A square minus B square formula is equal to A minus B, A plus B. That formula, that is 5.8 minus 4, 5.8 plus 4. Here we have B square is equal to 1.8, 9.8. To remove the decimal, I will multiply numerator and denominator by 100. So 18 can be written as 9 multiply 2. 98 can be written as 49 multiply 2. Taking square root on both the side. When I take a square root, 9 will become, the square root of 9 is 3. Square this 4, where do we get this 4? 2 multiply 2 is 4. Square root of 4 will become 2. 49 square root is 10 and 100 square root is 10. So 3 multiply 2 multiply 7 will get 42 upon 10. So to remove the 10 from there, I will keep a decimal in the numerator. So my answer is 4.2. BC value is 4.2. Now I am going to take a triangle CDE. Where is this triangle? Triangle CDE. And I am going to do the same method what I have solved right now. CE, Pythagoras theorem, CE square is equal to CD square I have a figure also here. CE square is equal to CD square plus DE square. CE square is equal to CD square plus DE square. 5.8 square is equal to CD square plus 4.2 square. When I bring 4.2 in the left hand side, this becomes 5.8 square minus 4.2 square. A square minus B square formula is equal to A minus B and A plus B. Okay, 5.8 minus 4.2 is 1.6. 5.8 plus 4.2 is 10. When I do the multiplication, I'll get answer 16. So CD square is equal to 16. Taking square root on both the sides, CD is equal to 16 square root is 4. So CD value is 4. So I have to find BD. Okay, I have to find BD. BD is equal to, BD is the addition of BC and CD. BD is the addition of BC and CD. So BC value is 4.2 and CD value is 4. When I do the addition, I'll get 8.2 meter. Therefore, the width of the street is 8.2 meters. Dear children, I have tried to solve maximum sums from practice set 2.1. Just go through the videos. I will send the PPT along with the video. Revise it once and solve it by yourself. Complete the whole exercise of practice set 2.1 in your notebook. I have also mentioned the omitted portion of chapter number 2 in the PPT as well as in the video. Just mark, take a note in your textbook as well as some important place. Thank you so much.